Good morning and welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update, as we can see, XRP's rallied here up over 50 cents. We're not surprised by this move, but what we need to see is some continuation here, as this is great that we're over the psychological level of 50 cents. It's fantastic to see the open interest is skyrocketing for XRP. It's good to see that we're having a rally on the backs of what's going on with the SEC. As we've seen, the SEC did a 180 on Ethereum, as they said that they were not a security and yada, yada, yada. So we'll read over that. So what does that mean for XRP? What does this mean for XRP? We've often talked about how there's been obvious deception when it comes to XRP. There's been a lot of misrepresentation about the facts. Even when we get official documents, we get influencers, the news, and the ones that are pushing out the narrative for Ripple that will, give you a little bit of a false parameter. And I'm not exactly sure what the motive or intention is here with some of the community, but we want to be open, we want to be honest, and we want to be factual. Nobody wants to buy into XRP for reasons that are unfounded. You want to buy into it because of what you've understood, what you understand to be true for the future, and what you believe will take place with this digital transition that's in the making as we speak. So you want to have the facts to back up what you're going to do. You don't want to just be buying something, or you don't want to become interested in something just because of the fairy tales. You want to be interested in something for the details that are actually true. So with that being said, on this morning's update, we'll continue to talk about what we talked about in the last couple lives as well. With Bitcoin, we talked about how it looked like it was ready to push back up. If it did need to come back down, we knew the area around 61,000. I think it was like 61,600 61,300 to retest the pennant flag on the, or 61,600 there on current times, about 61,000. Yeah, 61,300 is fair. It was gonna. If it would have broke down any further, we could have retested the breakout of the pennant flag. But we talked yesterday how it looked like Bitcoin possibly put in that double bottom, a bullish Gartley, in fact. And now today it's actually playing out in that direction. So anybody who is in the live, and that's why you need to be in the lives at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time daily, as I find it very valuable as we talk about all of these possibilities. But we talked yesterday how it dropped, came down to a second bottom, and if it pulls up, that would be seen as a W reversal. And now we've got just like we see in XRP's weekly time frame, Bitcoin in the daily now is showing that doji candle. This is the long leg doji. These are bullish reversal candles. So it's very possible Bitcoin just put in a reversal candle here and we bottomed on this current consolidation. If that's true, we'll come back up in time. First area we're going to have to break would be the 67,267, but in time, we should come back up and retest 69,600 if this in fact plays out true. So just be aware of that. We'll get into XRP. We'll get into a lot of reading. We do need to timestamp this video, so if you are watching, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. By you hitting that like button, that allows newer and older viewers to find their way into this community, possibly for the first time, via the YouTube newsfeed. And the only way I can be pushed around the newsfeed is if my video gets liked, we push through the recommendations, and we become part of the algorithm. And then we'll show up on the newsfeed. This is the inverse head and shoulders that is trying to play out. And if it bounces now, it would be perfect. It would be perfect. Let me redraw this so it looks better. So you got the inverse left shoulder, inverse head. You could get an inverse right arm even coming through here. So we're trying to see if we build into this inverse head and shoulders. It looks like we are as of right now, and that is on the daily time frame. Weekly time frame leaves a lot to be desired, but if it pulls up and we see Bitcoin, like we talked about yesterday during the live, if you're new, you wouldn't have heard this, but we talked about if Bitcoin could start pulling up near 67,200 area, maybe a little bit higher, you would have this hammer candle that formed. These are technically not bearish. They can end up being a continuation candle if that ends up being the case. And with XRP, the first psychological level of 50, well, it's actually 49.8 cents is the support we have closest to us. We need to reflip 50.5 cents. 50.5 cents is what XRP needs to reflip. And we'll get into this in just a minute. As you can see, that weekly doji candle, which could signal that Bitcoin has bottomed in the last 3 weeks, or XRP's bottomed in the last 3 weeks. We need first target to signal a push up is to get over and hold 50.52 cents on a daily close, or 50.5, and then ultimately to get up and over 51.8 cents to confirm the signal of a move out. Make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this video. If you're looking to trade XRP in the USA or worldwide, or you want to get in tune with me on my profile, if you look in the video description below and our pinned comments, there's HOTCOIN. I started talking about it because it's got XRP, it's got the XRP Bitcoin pairing, it's got a lot of different ecosystems on there to where you can buy the whole ecosystem. So if you like Solana, you can buy everything that's within Solana. If you like Matic, you've got everything within the ecosystem that's there. There's a whole bunch of them. They've got the AIs and all of that. So it's made me very, very intrigued. I had to find a way to trade other than MEXC, because starting on the 30th of this month, your account, you won't be able to do anything but withdraw additional funds that were to be sent to you, or you make, or whatever. You can't buy or sell. You can only withdraw the tokens that are sitting on your exchange as they acquire. So that's an issue. So HOTCOIN has been my solution here. BITUNIX is still in the video description below and our pinned comments as well, as I think that's a very viable option on an exchange. I still have money there. I still trade there. It's just that HOTCOIN has the XRP Bitcoin pairing, which I shifted everything out of MEXC in that regard. And they've got a lot of other tokens that aren't available on BITUNIX, especially the more not talked about tokens, the ones that don't have as much publicity, but are better opportunities because they haven't made the eventual move. So there's a lot to be found there. So look in the video description below and our pinned comment whether you want BITUNIX or HOTCOIN. If you're looking to copy trade with me, you're going to want to download HOTCOIN, as I'm going to be starting the $100 challenge for our community. And so far 7 people have signed up just on the copy trading side and linked up to my account. And if you're having a problem finding my account, it's XRP Future MIL when you search through the search bar. So that's something we're going to be doing as a community, and you'll have time to sign up and get yourself situated, because I'm not starting until I get the amount of people that want to do it. And then we're going to just try to build up together. So with that being said, good morning. 7:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, June 20th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. I hope at least a part of this audience listened when XRP dropped to that 40 cents and dropped to 45 cents and was able to, at least if you weren't in a position or you wanted to expand your position. As many of you know, I was only at around 10 to 12,000 tokens, and now I'll just say I'm over 20,000 tokens. How about that? I'm over, even though it's over 22, but I'm over 20,000 tokens on this consolidation, and I did it through the XRP Bitcoin pairing. We had come all the way down to 43 cents back in April, swung all the way back down, and when I started to get real serious about this was sometime around that drop in April, end of April. I started to buy into the pairing. It became very undervalued, and then it hit my interest again when XRP hit 46, and then when it kept doing this, then it came down to 45. The XRP Bitcoin pairing came all the way down to the 658 sat level in the recent memory, just in the last couple, like last week. And now it's back up to the 757 roughly sat level. XRP looks like it's still got this bull flag intact. We're within this cup and handle formation. And as I said before, it looks on the onset, especially with what a lot of influencers are saying, they all were saying 40 cents. You have to come back down to, which we said, that is not necessarily true, because we have the floor that's already been established at this 42.4 cents. So there's no reason to think that we have to go down there. April, with the exhaustion wick, brought us down to 42.4 cents. In all sense of the word, that could have been that liquidity flush down to that 40 cent level everybody was talking about, and it just got held on by the handle support. Now we've put in this doji reversal, and this does signify the possibility here of a greater than 30% move, possibly 50% or more, depending on how it shakes out here. But there are 2 obvious levels that have to be met. Well, 3 if you want to be honest. First level is to get over 50.5 cents. So write that somewhere if you're looking at XRP. The second level is to break this short-term consolidation here. That's it. You have to break this short-term consolidation. And it depends where you start it. But I really think it needs to be put on the resistance area. We got up to 52.6 cents roughly. And then I believe the way that this is set up, I want to make sure, just in case this were to fall out, what we'd be looking at. I think this is a more accurate interpretation in the weekly. And what this is showing us is that we've got topside resistance, the support structure here on the weekly. Now, if you want to pull it through, and this is something that I have noticed might be beneficial, if we put this on the 4 hourly for XRP, it doesn't really change much at all, because you got this exhaustion wick, you got the support. Now, what I would argue is that now you can come from here, and then we can act as if maybe we created this expansion zone, and these often are preemptive moves that allow us as a technical trader and doing technical analysis to see that the pattern's starting to shift upward. Now we're in the expansion zone, which means instead of coming all the way down here to 46.3, that support floor now might be 48 cents or 48.1 cents. So it's very important to watch these as they start to materialize into something bigger. As you can see, the overall pattern's still there, but we're into an expansion zone. So if we stay within this consolidation, it means that our floor is no longer 46 and some change or closer to 47. Now it's closer to 48.1. So it's always something to pay attention to. And so we have the 50.5 cents, which is the immediate pivot point we've got to get over, and that would be a signal that we're starting to reverse the trend. Then we would have to get over 51. Man, this is tough right here. 51.7 cents to confirm the signal. And then if we get on top of 52.6 cents, that's been a layer, which I don't know if I really want to keep that right now, because we've got this breakout point, we've got the layer here, we've got 57, but this layer has certainly, I'm going to keep this 533 as it comes down a little bit. We can forget 5.2, that 533, which used to be my 537 level, it's right around 533. We would have to break out of this to get out of this section. So the two important areas, 50.5 cents and 51.7, you signal and confirm, and then we can start actually making a rally up towards 53.3 and possibly retest this 64 cent cup and handle resistance. So that's a very in-depth, detailed layout of XRP. We're fighting at that 50 cent level, which is psychological, but we have the support at 49.8 cents. And then for Bitcoin, we're up 1,160 or 1,180 points, or 1.82%, to the 66,180 level. As I stated in the opening, this is no surprise to our audience. We suspected this would likely be coming because we were oversold so badly when it came into a short-term consolidation. But also, there's nobody says we have to come all the way down and retest the pennant flag breakout. I do like to retest the 64K down here, and now pushing up. Now, we've still got a lot of obstacles to get over. I acknowledge that. We still have to get over in the short term 67,160. If we start looking at the same area, 67,300 in the 4 hourly. Daily, same area for the 20-day. You're going to have to push past there. That's at 67. So the 200-day and the 2 hourly and the 20-day and the daily is the exact area we're looking to break, 67,200. You get on top of that, we should be able to make a rally up to around that 69,565. The XRP Bitcoin pairing's down about 0.39% this morning. So if you're looking to buy that in the USA, video description below and or pinned comments on HOTCOIN. They have the XRP Bitcoin pairing. They have XRP. They have XLM. They have all of the ones that we talk about. And it's actually an exciting place to be. I'm glad somebody sent me the message a few weeks ago, and it was a very lengthy message in my email talking about the exchange and how, you know, we were missing out when it comes to the XRP Bitcoin pairing in the USA and on many other things, and it was available there the whole time. So that's something to see. So pay attention to that in the video description below and or pinned comments if you'd like to join me there. The XRP Bitcoin pairing down 0.39%. If you do appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army and getting the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1, or sending one YouTube super chat per month as a way to pay it forward. I really do appreciate seeing everybody in Tom's Army, and I would love to grow the community of members in Tom's Army. You get the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1, and my face is superimposed on that badge. Month 3, you get the XRP Meteor. Month 6, the XRP Predictor. And these all go next to your name, so everybody knows how loyal of a member and how dedicated you are in the community. And 1 year, you get the I Told You So badge. At 2 years, you get the XRP 589 Moon badge, which we have a slew of people in there. And then the 3-year badge just came out. That's the XRP Diamond Hands badge. And there's a couple people with that. 3 or 4 that are very close to getting that. One, I think, is 1 month away. And then there's several that are right in the area of volatility, I'll say. So anyhow, with the XRP Bitcoin pairing, we've got this descending triangle, it looks like. And if we put this accurately, I don't know why I moved it on accident. I must have hit it with when I was starting this update, or when I started on here. It happens. I just move it back. So the XRP Bitcoin pairing, as we can see here, it's teasing the resistance. We've already put in what looks like a possible double bottom. Dailies broke back into a bullish sentiment. It's just, now is the most important structure here. We should try to hold the daily at about 744. So if we come down there and grab it again, it's fine. We came to 728 once. We pulled down pretty good before. This bull flag played out as expected, hit the technical target. Now we need to get back over 777 sat level and start breaking up. Weekly time frame is starting to push more bullish. It's still severely oversold, but it broke out of that long-term consolidation where that support line, it couldn't break. Now all of a sudden it's broken, and we could be starting a very big rally here. Could be the start of a very big rally. We've got this inverted hammer candle on the weekly. In the reading that I was going to do this morning, I am most likely going to do most of it tonight during the live. I have one that I want to read very quickly, but this looks like an inverted hammer at about the 78 to 80% level. These are very bullish consolidations. And in the weekly, it's telling us if you have patience, you should have some kind of massive explosion. So now let's read this one thing I wanted to get to. So we have, I wanted to talk about, where's this at with Ethereum? I'm not looking at the Ethereum chart, but I wanted to talk about Ethereum today, because the SEC basically made a U-turn on Ethereum, and that's one of my, this is one of the readings. The other one we're going to talk about later on tonight, or this reading we can talk about more tonight, as we talked about open interest yesterday, but we must read this. Here you go, Ghost. Come on, Ghost, get your food. So I had to give Ghost the food. I brought it out waiting for her, and she finally came to. So last thing, and then I'll release this. XRP news today. SEC ends Ethereum 2.0 investigation. What does this mean for Ripple's future? So the Wednesday overview. On Wednesday, June 19th, XRP advanced by 0.5%, partially reversing a 2.65% slide from Thursday, June 18th. Closed the session at 49.39 cents, but fortunately right now, we're just over 50 cents, up about 1.08% on the day. There were no SEC versus Ripple case-related updates for investors to consider on Tuesday, June 19th. Investors await a court verdict against Ripple for breaching U.S. securities laws in July 2023. Judge Annalisa Perez ruled that XRP sales to institutional investors breach U.S. securities laws. Furthermore, Judge Perez ruled that programmatic sales of XRP do not satisfy the third prong of the Howey test. The crypto community expects the SEC to appeal against the programmatic sales of XRP ruling at the end of the Ripple case. However, the SEC case to appeal against programmatic sales of XRP ruling took a hit on Tuesday, June 19th. On Tuesday, Consensus announced the SEC ended its investigations into Ethereum 2.0, saying, "Today we're happy to announce a major win for Ethereum developers, technology providers, and industry participants. The Enforcement Division of the SEC has notified us that it is closing its investigation into Ethereum 2.0. This means that the SEC will not bring charges alleging that sales of Ethereum are securities transactions." Of course not. They had to deal with William Hinman and Ethereum. We know this from long time ago. This just shows the bias and the cruel nature that's been shown against Ripple, and why I believe wholeheartedly that it's being artificially suppressed and it's being manipulated for a reason. There's a lot of speculation from the XRP community and a lot of influencers, which I think is unfounded, but they think that XRP or Ripple, they're personally keeping it artificially suppressed so that we can be exit liquidity. Now, to me, if they want us to be real exit liquidity, they'll run it back up to 350, 380, even higher, and they'll have us buy it on that last huge rally, and then everybody would get stuck in a position where there's no way out. That's how exit liquidity works. Not selling it at 50 cents and offering more of an opportunity for us to own. So the SEC versus Coinbase. Consensus in the Coinbase motion for interlocutory appeal. Coinbase filed the motion for interlocutory appeal in April 2024 in contest court ruling denying in large part the Coinbase motion and dismiss MTD. Judge Falia did not dismiss the charges against Coinbase for operating as an unregistered securities exchange, surmising that the court concludes that because the well-placed allegations of the complaint plausibly support the SEC's claim that Coinbase operated as an unregistered intermediary of securities, defendant's motion must be denied in large part. Pro-crypto, oh, we already read through all this yesterday. So, a big win for Consensus, though questions remain. Does this mean the SEC thinks Consensus offers and sales of Ethereum are not security transactions, or that Ethereum itself is not a security? What will Gensler say if asked? What is the status of MetaMask and staking? This is no way for a government to regulate. Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderodi reacted to the news on X, formerly Twitter. So, I mean, it's a pretty crazy circumstance. So, just to go against what we said about XRP, the price action and daily chart, XRP remained well below the 50 and 200-day EMAs, confirming the bearish price trends. But those are lagging indicators. An XRP break above the trend line would support a move to the 50-day exponential moving average. A breakout from the 50-day EMA could give the bulls a run at the 200-day EMA. SEC versus crypto-related news requires investor attention. Conversely, an XRP fall through the 48-cent handle could signal a drop to 45-cent handle. With a 14-day RSI reading of 45.77, XRP may fall to 45 level before entering oversold territory, which, as we see as of today, we are right around just over 50 cents today, so we're taking the up route as we suspected. And at least we would come and reject at 50.5 cents if we have to fall further. But the more times we pull up over the psychological level of 50 cents, the better. If you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this beautiful Thursday morning. As it's a beautiful morning because we're all together. We're not the victims, we're the winner. Because we have all the information from a news and charting perspective to make an educated and informed decision. Have a blessed morning. I'll see you in this afternoon's update, and I hope to see you in this evening's live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.